right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the case of the state of Georgia versus Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William R. Bryan. The case may or may not be familiar to some of you who are here today. What we're going to be doing, though, as part of the case is seeing what you know about the case, and we're going to allow the lawyers to ask you some questions in order to find a panel of 12 individuals. And those 12 individuals we're looking for would be fair, unbiased, impartial jurors who are seeking the truth in this case. The process we're about to engage in is a process that's designed to determine whether or not you're the right person for the case, whether or not you fill all those criteria. The way we do that is we ask questions. So what's going to occur is the lawyers themselves are going to be asking you questions. First the state, and then the lawyers for the defense. And again, those questions are not intended to embarrass you or make you feel uncomfortable. They're simply crafted to determine or help determine if you can be a fair, unbiased juror. Please make sure you respond to the questions. A lot of folks don't feel that comfortable responding in a group, but it's very important in this process that if you have an answer to a question, that you go ahead and respond. Okay, so please make sure you do that. If for some reason you are asked a question where you feel uncomfortable responding in front of the group, that's okay too. Keep your hand up and then let us know that you feel uncomfortable responding in front of the group, and we'll make sure that we set up a way to go ahead and get your answer onto the record so that we're clear about what your answer would be. Referring to the record, okay? When I say record, what's actually going on here is everything we're doing is going to be taken down by a court reporter. The court reporter is sitting right over here, and the court reporter will be transcribing everything that is being said. Because of that, I need you to speak up and make sure that the court reporter can hear you, okay? If at some point in this process we can't hear you, I might interrupt you and ask you to speak up. Don't be offended, that's just the way it works. In this room, it's big. I mean, for what we're doing, it's a very different way of doing this, and so we might have to do this. But let's make sure that we can hear you when you speak. Also, during jury selection, you are going to be referred to by the number on your chest. We do not use names or anything like that because it's easier to go back into the record at some point in the future if we have to and go and see who's speaking by reference to those numbers as opposed to names. So again, if you hear your numbers being called out, that's why. As to this way of doing jury selection, this is a little bit different for us. So you're going to have to bear with us a little bit. COVID has, and the public health issues that are out there have sort of changed the process. We're spaced out. We're in compliance with public health guidelines. We're doing everything we can to continue with that. But because of that, again, we're getting sort of comfortable with a different way of doing business. And I do ask for your patience in that regard, and I do appreciate, again, you being here. What's going to happen initially is I'm going to swear you in. I'm going to ask you some preliminary questions, and then we're going to get right into jury selection. Okay? So with that, if I could please have you stand. Raise your right hand. You shall give true answers to all questions as may be asked by the court or its authority, including all questions asked by the parties or their attorneys concerning your qualifications as jurors in the case of the state of Georgia versus Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William R. Bryan. So help you God. Go ahead and proceed.